Our coverage of the NFL has brought us to Space City and NRG Stadium, right next to where the old Astrodome sits, here in Houston, Texas. To kick off, here's Ryan Stonehouse. And we're off and running from Houston. He's going to field this at the 2. And the return sets them up just beyond their own 20. All right, let's get this show on the road. It is 1st and 10. Shotgun handoff now to Cook. And he's going to be tackled after getting it up to the 28. He managed 6 on the play, bringing up 2nd and 4.
That's a run that you'll take the result in the NFL every time. A nice play, a solid game, but it's also a run that you know, and you may come back to. Because if you were that close to breaking off an explosive one, you really break the backs of the defense.
And they crush him right near the marker. Looks close, but yeah, Brock, I think he safely got that first down before the hit. Operating from the gun, it's Stroud. That's a catch for Nico Collins. And he's going to bring it up to the 40-yard line before he stopped.
That is a textbook first down completion. Sets up second and very manageable and creates space to take that shot downfield.
Straight ahead, here's Cook. And he's dropped just short of the marker, maybe a yard away.
Okay, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, it'll largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door for a bigger gap in the future.
3rd down, 1 yard to go. Stroud off the play fake. Pass complete to Cook. And he'll head out of bounds after a short gain. It's a meager 2-yard gain, but that's enough to award them the first down. Cook trying this one up the gut. What a hit! He gets flattened to the ground. A nice 6-yard pickup. They're going to have 2nd and 4.
I'm not kidding you, Kate. A run of that length at the NFL level, honestly, is the equivalent of a run of 15-plus at the high school level. It's hard in the run game to make yards, and they just got a very successful one.
On the carry, here's Dameon Pierce. And he gets absolutely popped to end that one. Only a yard on the pickup, so that's going to bring them to 3rd down and 3. Throwing is Stroud. And there's a man there. It's intercepted. And the Titans are off to a great start defensively. They force a turnover on the opening possession. So the first drive of the game ends not in points, Brock, but in an INT.
And I get it. Opening drives aren't always going to end up with points or a touchdown. Good thing, though, there's a lot of opportunities left to make up for that miscue and go get yourself back in rhythm and back on script.
Give him 18 yards on that play, Brock, and it gets him a first down.
Good offenses. Okay, good play callers know how to utilize their personnel. They know where they wanted him. They wanted him on a route in space where he could make that initial play comfortably, but then go to work after it.
What a hit! He gets flattened to the ground. Good run, gets him 7. That brings up 2nd and 3.
That does not show up on any explosive stat sheet, but let me tell you, Kate, that's the real deal right there. You run for that kind of yardage consistently in the NFL, you do set yourself up for success.
And he's able to drive this to the 29 before the stop.
They like to say it's about the Jimmies and the Joes. I think that's about the X's and the O's. That's a well-drawn-up completion that nets them a first down.
Shotgun handoff now for Spears. And the plunge up the gut yields nothing there. No gain there that time, and it's 2nd and 10.
These linebackers of today, they are so quick. They're so twitchy. You don't get a body on them in a hurry, they're going to stick you right at the line of scrimmage.
2nd and 10 now. Brought in right side. And he'll be brought down here at the 23-yard line. And it's the dime package on 3rd down by the Texans. Extra DBs on the field. And that's a win for the pass rush. Hit as he threw it, leads to the incompletion. 4th down coming up.
And this is why scouts talk about a player's closing speed, Kate. You know, once he senses the pressure, he's getting rid of that ball. It takes a player who can close quickly to get to him before it's released. And that sure altered the throw.
Back to throw. He connects downfield on 4. Touchdown, Tennessee. He finds one of his great receivers, Brock, and they are off to a great start to begin this ball game.
Yeah, it's such a positive offensively when you can go find not just a field goal, but a touchdown on that opening drive. And defensively, this starts to shake the foundation of your preparation and makes you wonder what's in store.
Stonehouse now to kick this one away. Returnable from the 2. He stopped on the return at the 27. They're out and set. 1st and 10.
All right.
They'll try the right side with Cook. And this one does not go far. Only gets a yard there to make it 2nd and 9.
1-yard gain brings up 2nd and 9.
Here we go.
Shotgun now for Stroud. He finds the rookie from Ohio State. And this is pushed ahead for a gain of 5. Roger McCreary brings him down that time.
Well, the odds aren't great when you throw into double coverage. Normally you see one of the defenders make a play on the ball. 2 men nearby, and that's a missed opportunity for the coverage to make an impact play.
Complete beyond the marker. And he'll get it up near the 38-yard line before going down. 5 yards on that play and enough for a new set of downs.
That's what we call situational football. You spend all week working on your nickel passing game package to take advantage of 3rd downs just like that.
Here's Stroud on 1st and 10. That one's complete over the middle. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. He'll move the sticks after ripping off a gain of 28. Here's 1st and 10 from the 34. To the air yet again, it's Stroud. Tight end reels in the shallow throw. Good little rip there. Looks like about 6. Roger McCreary brings him down that time.
He's just one of those guys, Kate. Even when he's not open, he's still a target thanks to that physicality and his ability to just play bully ball. They don't like forcing into coverage, but sometimes when you got a bully like him that can create space, just find a way to get him the ball.
And he stopped just before he reaches the red zone at the 21. Welcome. All set up now for 1st and 10.
On the quick, right?
On play action, here's Stroud. And he will score. It's a Houston touchdown. The Texans can tie it up in the 2nd after cutting into the lead. Well, we all know that he's somebody they like to have working down near the end zone, Brock, and there is so many ways they know how to use him down there.
Yeah, things are constantly different down there when you're trying to defend him, which is what makes defending him so tough, borderline impossible at times. He can make the smallest little tweaks to his route just like a receiver would, and it's a totally different animal, a nightmare for these defenses.
The kicking team all ready for the Texans, and forward they run to send it away. And it bounces out of the end zone, so they'll set up shop at the 30. They'll get this drive started. 1st and 10. Here's the lone back on the handoff. And it took a couple of guys to hold him down there after a gain of just 1.
Hey, we know running the ball in the NFL is hard, and that play pretty indicative of it. Here's the key, though. At the end of the game, those type of plays got to be in the minority, and the majority have got to do some damage.
Gets it ahead, has about 5 yards. Kamari Lassiter getting up there to make the stop. From the gun on 3rd down. Launches one deep downfield. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. Just couldn't hang on through the contact. And 4th and 4 coming up. Punt team is on now, and they get this away. Secures this at the 17. And he's brought down before the return gets far. That punt finishes as a 60-yard effort. And it's going to be Texans football.
Here we go. Hey.
Handoff headed right. It's Cook. And he's brought down for a loss.
Well, he was supposed to be the one who chipped away a few and got a new set of downs started right in rhythm. Instead, he's now forced to pick himself from behind the line thanks to a great effort defensively.
They kick the running back in motion. From the gun, Stroud. On the move, headed right. He's on the move. And he pushes it up across the 30 before going out.
Well, you don't get the first down, but I'll tell you this, Kate, that drives the defense and the defensive coordinator nuts. They do everything right, they win, and yet still QB makes something out of nothing.
Stroud now on 3rd. He has the first over the middle, and he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
You know, they call that the money down for a reason, because you're just simply not going to last long in the NFL if you don't convert a good portion of your 3rd downs. It's the money down, and nice to see them roll the dice and continue the series.
Whoa, 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 whoa.
Stroud throwing here on 1st. Throwing the out route complete. That one goes for 31 yards and a first down when all is said and done.
You know, Kate, we often talk about flipping the field in special teams, right? A kick return, a good punt. Well, an explosive play like that does the exact same thing. Look at the difference in field position. By hitting on that shot, you've totally flipped the field and the tone of this drive.
And he gets absolutely popped to end that one. Manages just a yard on 1st down. Now it's going to be 2nd and 9.
All right. Hey.
Throwing from the gun. Escapes the pocket. That one hits the ground, incomplete, but a flag also hit the ground. Let's sort this out. Well, we knew it, Brock, and now they know it too. That one was on their defense. 1st and 10 for him now, following the penalty. Looking to throw, Stroud. Ooh, he got hit as he was throwing, and unsurprisingly, it falls incomplete. 2nd down coming up.
Well, that's one you chalk up to the pressure earning that incompletion. They came in before he could find a target, hit him, altered that last-second attempt to get rid of it.
Now the shotgun give to Cook, and he's caught behind the line for a loss.
This is one of those situations, Kate, where I watch the body language of the running back because it'd be very easy for him to raise his hands up, look to the sideline in his O-line and go, what am I supposed to do there?
Right.
There was nothing, no time at all to try and escape and react. Instead, it goes backwards.
Throwing on 3rd down, Stroud. He puts some juice on a deep, big gain downfield. And that finds him in the end zone for the Houston touchdown. The Texans take a 2nd quarter lead. That one right down the middle. And the Texans break that tie and now lead by 7. The kicking team all ready for the Texans, and forward they run to send it away. And that one bounces through the end zone for a touchback. First and 10 now from the 30. Back now, pressure on its way. Oh, put some heat on this deep. He's got it at the 30. To the house for a Tennessee touchdown. The Titans can tie it up in the second after cutting into the lead. Point after by Mevis is good. And the Titans tie things up at 14. Stonehouse now to kick this one away. Has this at the 6. Some good work on that return. Brock gets this up to the 33. Offense ready to begin this drive. First and 10.
Boy.
This is Cook on the handoff. And the middle holds. They don't get anything on the run. No progress on first down, and that'll bring up second and 10.
Here we go. Hey.
Here's Stroud. Hits him on the in route. And they're going to bring him down just on the other side of midfield. They'll get 18 yards there. And the Texans are going to have a first down. Now it's Cook. Runs into traffic and hits a wall. No gain. Tackled there by Jerome Baker. Nothing for him on that play as we've hit the 2-minute warning. Second and 10. Need to get some positive yardage here. Stroud. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete. So they opt for the shorter pass later in the progression on that play, Brock, but man, the defense took that away too.
Well, what they tell us yesterday in those production meetings, nothing comes easy. No easy completions from shots down the field to those checkdowns to the running back. Wanted to make this offense earn everything. They just did.
Pickup of 12 on that play. And it sets up a Houston first. Markers reset, ball at the 37. Has him on the quick hitter. And he's going to be taken down a yard shy of the 25. Give him 11 yards, Brock, and a fresh set of downs.
I love throwing on first down. And when you see a first down pass just like that, it's taking advantage of a matchup you plan for, and you go out and execute.
He loses the football. It's picked up by the Titans. And they stop him before he gets much on the return.
You know, this just can't happen on first down. It really can't. I mean, ball security is at a premium on every down, every distance. But on first down, it is especially a killer.
He finds Tigakoklo for the grab. A lot of mess on the move here. Touchdown, Tennessee! The Titans get some late points and the lead. Mevis now for the extra point. Extra point sent right down the middle. And the Titans break that tie and now lead by 7. Stonehouse now to kick this one away. Fielded at the 7. They'll bring him down on the return as he gets this to the 33. And the drive will start out with a first and 10.
Look the hot. On the quick, right? 11. Hey.
Operating from the gun, it's Stroud. Well, the pressure nearly got to him, but still a good play defensively as that one falls incomplete.
This is why we hear about closing speed so often when you evaluate players. You know, once he senses the pressure, he's getting rid of that ball. It takes a player who can close quickly to get to him before it's released and alter that throw.
It's another first half mistake. He's intercepted again. And the Titans get the football as he makes his 3rd interception of this season. Oh boy. They cleaned up the fumbling issues from the last drive, and now Now it's an interception that turns the ball over.
Yeah, in two very different tones and tenors.
And that's a Tennessee touchdown. So, Brock, this offense looking sharp here in the first half as they extend their lead.
You know, and when things are going well, sometimes you really just get into a groove. And this is a unit that's putting the pieces together.
That one splits the uprights. And the Titans double their lead to 14. Stonehouse now to kick this one away. Return coming from the 6. They'll have decent field position to begin with here. Brock, he's tackled just beyond that 30-yard line. Only 17 seconds left for him as they begin this drive.
Little more. Here we go. 19 Texas.
First down, Stroud. Complete out to the right side. And he's out of bounds beyond the 35-yard line.
It's not just imperative that a quarterback knows man or zone. Same thing for a receiver, especially on a drag route. When he sees zone coverage like that, just settle down, find the soft spot, and give your quarterback a chance.
And he'll go out of bounds after a pickup inside the opposing 40. It's a 26-yard pickup there. And the Texans are going to have a first down. Out comes the kick team to attempt this field goal. This from the right hash and a considerable distance. And this kick is good. He needed to get all of it there, and he did. And that'll get him back to 11.
A lot of them may make it look automatic, but you get this deep, and those field goals are far from a certainty. It took all his concentration, every bit of his strength, to send that puppy through.
This one doesn't make the landing zone, so this drive's going to start at the 40. One last play before the break. Let's go. Out of the shotgun, they'll give it to him inside. And he doesn't get much there on what turns out to be the final play of the half.
With the score, Titans 28, Texans 17.
Well, that first half, certainly an interesting one. Kate, Scott, Brock Heward with you as we get back and see what the second half has in store for us. The kicking team all ready for the Texans, and forward they run to send it away. And we'll have to wait at least a few moments longer for an exciting start to this second half. We've got a touchback. First and 10 now from the 30. Throwing now off play action. He rolls to his right. No place to go, so he just threw it away.
He did exactly what he was supposed to do on that play. Felt the pressure and escapes the pocket. After that, it's on somebody downfield to get open and give him a target. No one did, and he simply has to get rid of it.
Blown back into the handoff. And the defense gets there to force a small loss.
This is one of those plays that I wish we had the huddle mic'd up, Kate, because I can assure you that offensive line in their own way is telling that running back, sorry, we did not give you any chance.
Third and long for him here. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. Tough one to retain through that hit. And now they're staring at 4th and long. They bring on the punt team, and they get this kick away. He's got it at the 24. And a nice return out of him. They have it a little further up, past their own 30. The kicking team got downfield quickly there. He didn't manage much on the return. And it's going to be their football coming up. They'll run it with Cook. Breaks the tackle, fights off the tackle, but he lost the ball. He left the ball behind. It's picked up by the Titans. Well, that didn't take long, Brock. One play, and they're back out there.
Well, that's how a defense can make you awfully happy as an offensive player, especially when you screw it up and you fumble. The defense picks up that offense and puts them right back on the field.
It looks like we can call it about 4 yards in the end. Kalen Bullock up to make the stop. 2nd and 6 coming up here. Back-to-back carries here. And he's going to manage a lone yard on that drive up the gut. Dre Greenlaw getting there for the stop. So now here's 3rd and 5. Dropping back to throw. Okonkwo brings it in. And they can't bring him down until he gets into that red zone at the 19. It goes as a gain of 19 yards. And that'll be a Tennessee first down. Working inside the red zone. And he's going to score. Touchdown, Tennessee! The Titans capitalize on the turnover and add to their lead. Nevis with a point after. And the Titans push their lead to 18.
Texans 17.
Stonehouse now to kick this one away. Returning it from the 4. Finds some space. He's past the 30. It's an excellent return, but he gets popped at the end of it. Drive starts out with a 1st and 10. This is Cook. It's a pickup of 11. And it sets up a Houston first.
Some backs are easier to tackle than others. Some, well, they just choose violence. They look for those opportunities to bust through tackles and keep those legs pumping.
Toward the sideline, and he's got it. Big gainer here as he picks up 20. And the Texans are going to have a first down. Markers reset, ball at the 37.
South.
Here's Stroud on 1st and 10. Caught, nice gain left side. And he's in! Touchdown, Houston! The Texans shrinking the lead some in the 3rd. That one right down the middle. And the Texans make it an 11-point ball game. The kicking team all ready for the Texans, and forward they run to send it away. No return as this bounces into the end zone. The ball's coming out to the 20.
At their own 20-yard line.
They're out and set, 1st and 10. Now the shotgun give to Spears. And he maneuvers through the middle for a gain of 4.
You know, Kay, these are some of the little hidden plays in a game. Right? Doesn't look like a whole lot on the stat sheet, but A, it gets a good yardage. B, it sets up your play action. And C, most importantly, keeps that defense guessing.
They run once more with Spears. We'll have him gain up about a handful there. Tackling like his dad, Joey Porter Jr. making that play. Give him 5 yards to bring up a manageable 3rd and 1. They're going to stay on the ground with Spears. And he'll take it up to the 30 before being brought down. That's a short gain of 1. And the Titans will have a first down.
Win the early battle. Get a little leverage. Low man wins off the line, and that's all that was needed to ensure that first down right there.
And they've got him behind the line for a big loss.
I know from the position of the quarterback, Kate, sometimes you hand that ball, you put it in the belly of the running back, and you send him right into the teeth of a buzzsaw. You can feel it from the jump, and that call from the defense, well, it came at the perfect time.
Connects on the crosser. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a first down. It's a 23-yard pickup on the play. And that'll be a Tennessee first down. Blown back in the backfield, and he gets the handoff. He was descended upon quickly and dropped after looks like a yard gain. Dre Greenlaw getting there for the stop. They'll come to the line here, 2nd and 9. Spears running behind center. And he drives this across midfield and down into enemy territory. Give him 4 on that run. That's going to bring up 3rd and 5. Shotgun snap, looking to throw. He's on the move. He'll make a bid for it on the ground. And not much doing. He stopped quickly.
Just one of those situations, not much to be had there no matter what he did with the ball. Even if he scraped a positive gain out of it, that's still a win and a confidence builder for this defense.
Looking for a throw here. Throw is caught by the back. And he's tackled with the first down yardage.
I call this quarterback's best friend. Some call it a safety valve, some call it automatic, but it's sure nice as a quarterback when you got a trusty running back over the middle of the field that you can depend on.
And hopefully a bit of a wake-up for their ground game. It's a solid pick. After a good pickup, they've got 2nd and 4. Out of the gun, they'll give it to him inside. And he'll push this upfield and earn them a new set of downs.
Hey, even though that was an excellent run, I got to talk about the receivers here, Kate, because 9 times out of 10, you see a run like that in this league, 10+, you know those guys on the outside are doing their job, shining as blockers, keeping those defenders away from...
He intercepts it. That is exactly what they needed. And the Texans have some new life in the 4th. Inside the red zone, they could feel how tight they were to the goal line. And then bam, Brock, they're off the field after a clutch interception.
I tell you what, football's the ultimate team game, but this is a situation where an individual picks up all 10 of his guys out there on the field. Somebody else is going to pick up the tab at dinner tonight for him.
Shotgun now for Stroud. Ooh, he got hit as he was throwing, and unsurprisingly, it falls incomplete. 2nd down coming up.
All right.
From the gun, Stroud. And he just got it away before the hit, but the pass winds up incomplete. It's going to be 3rd down.
Brings up a 3rd down and 10 yards to go.
Here we go.
Back to throw, Stroud. Forced out to his right. On the run right, throwing deep down this. He's got it deep downfield. And he flips the field for them before being taken down.
I can guarantee you that's going to be until the Truth Monday right there in the film room, front and center, showing you the importance of tackling in the open field. An opportunity to cut him down sooner, but the broken tackle allowed him to add those extra yards to the catch.
And that's only 1 yard up the middle. Going to be 2nd down.
You know, they got some positive yards. That's a good thing. But too many plays like that, it just is too hard to pile together, get first downs against the better defenses in this league.
And he's going to be taken down near the 8-yard line. They get 19, and now they're going to have 1st and goal.
Here we go. Let's go.
Shotgun handoff now to Cook. It's a gain of 2 on the play. Still some work to do on 2nd and goal.
Hey, I get it on 1st and goal, right? A lot of teams like to be conservative and limit risk. Even if a run is stopped short, you still got 2, sometimes 3 downs to play with.
Now it's Stroud. Falls to the ground out left, incomplete. trying to find his tight end. And that brings up 3rd and goal.
Just something off in the rhythm of their passing game on that one, Kate. Time to recalibrate and keep throwing it to get back on track.
Now Stroud on 3rd and goal. Oh, no touchdown. It's intercepted. And the Titans will take over as he records his first interception of our season.
Not a lot of one-play swings bigger than that one right there. That throw looked destined for 6, and instead, well, it gets intercepted by the defense. The only way to get bigger is if he somehow returned it 100-plus yards for 6 the other way. But what a gigantic swing of emotion.
And they'll have to swallow a loss on the play as he's touched down behind the line.
You know, that's so hard for me, Kate. That's the type of effort that deserves better when it comes to the results. It's going to show up as a negative run on the stat sheet, but that was not the runner's fault. He did all he could to fight to get back to the line, but this defense just kept swarming.
And they'll take him down here right at the 8-yard line.
This is one of those occasions that it looks so promising when you take off as a quarterback, and then you're reminded just how fast these defenses are in the NFL. Couldn't quite move the chains, but it wasn't for a lack of trying.
Rolling left, buying some time. And he wisely avoids contact, sliding down there, and that played good enough for a first. Blown back in the backfield, and they give it to him. And they sent it straight ahead, but the front stops him after a gain of 3.
That's the kind of run play that feels like tug-of-war at field day. And you're just not moving the other side. Just a short run. Neither side feels particularly good about it.
Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And that pushes them back. 3rd down coming up. He's going to throw this one. And he's off the mark there. Too far behind him to adjust. That brings up 4th down.
Can't cover it much better than that. Really well covered, Kate, on that play. There just simply was not a window for him to sneak that throw in.
And he's going to get a modest amount on that return before he ends up out of bounds. It's a 61-yard punt that time. And they're going to take over possession.
Here we go. Why, Tony? Tonight.
Stroud throwing here on 1st. Taking his shot deep down the field to go. And that was probably their last gasp. It's intercepted. And the Titans get the football as he makes his 3rd interception of this season.
4 picks, 1 game. Yeah, I get it. They've not all been his fault, but it isn't any easier to stomach. For the sake of his mental game, I think it's about time to limit things to short, easy passes or simply take him off this field altogether.
Nothing for him on that play as we've hit the 2-minute warning. That takes us to the 2-minute warning in Houston. Titans ready to move to a perfect 10-0. They'll run now on 2nd down. And he's brought down for a loss. Now just 4 seconds after our 2-minute warning, we've got another pause. Timeout taken by the defense. This drive in some serious trouble. It's 3rd and 12. He's dropping back to throw. Complete beyond the marker. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. Football on that 47-yard line, 1st down. Plowing up the middle. What a hit! He gets flattened to the ground. Houston calls it 2nd timeout. And they'll have just 1 left to burn now. They'll come to the line here, 2nd and 9. Another carry for him. And he'll cross the 50 and start pushing onto the opposing side of the field. Final timeout called by the Texans. The Texans bringing out an extra DB. 3rd down coming up. Now looking to throw. Just got it away before the hit, but it doesn't matter. It's incomplete. 4th down coming up.
That is a DB's best friend, pressure. That pressure earned that incompletion. They came in before he could find a target and hit him to alter that last-second attempt to get rid of it.
And they'll be backed up to begin this drive. Great work by the punt team, downing it at the 7. They'll get this drive started. 1st and 10.
Here we go. Two J.
Looking to throw here and shake off that previous INT. Big gain downfield. And he rips off a huge chunk of yardage before finally being brought down. On play action, here's Stroud. Chased out to his right. Well, the pressure nearly got to him, but still a good play defensively as that one falls incomplete. Not on the same page with his tight end. And now they face 2nd down. Here's Stroud now. Escapes out to the left. A bit of desperation on this deep shot. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete.
You know, that was almost a nice chunk play before he was able to recover and provide the hit that dislodges the football. You like to see that physical edge and scrappiness to contest any kind of shot plays deep.
Buys time, rolling right. And he just gets rid of this one, but unfortunately, that means 4th down coming up.
Well, discretion, the better part of valor in a lot of cases. Rather than force something with no one open and risk a turnover, he wisely just threw it away.
Here he goes. Got to have this on 4th down. He finds him beyond the marker. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a 1st down. He sends this one to the end zone. And that was probably their last gasp. It's intercepted. And the Titans take it away once again. The 5th time they've intercepted in this game.
Well, that's it right there. That's the resilience and the mental toughness that every coach wants to see from his defense. Not a great spot for him. Backed up close enough that they're going to get shots taken in the end zone. But instead of collapsing under pressure, they rose up and they created the takeaway.
2 on the pickup there, and it's going to be 2nd and 8. So it's a win on the road for the Titans. And yet another challenger is vanquished as they continue to carry this undefeated season in November.